Hey y'all. Okay. Um, I was asked to do a video on my trying to conceive must-haves, or what someone quoted it as like my trying to conceive kit, and what I keep with me or have with me at our house at all times when trying to conceive. Number one, the first thing on my trying to conceive must-haves here at all times is my husband. I kind of need him here for this little mission to be successful. And second of all, I need, uh-oh, have a fussy baby. Okay, second thing that you need, I kind of keep everything in this little tote, and it stays in a little special spot in my bathroom. There's two things that I take during the month. I take a prenatal every single day, and this is just, I think it's Walmart brand, just general prenatal. And I have them mixed in here, but I also take a DHA pill also every month. So in my trying to conceive kit, I always have prenatals, and if the prenatals don't have DHA in them, I have a separate pill, and these didn't, so I also take a DHA. Starting this month, I did soy isoflavones on cycle days 3 through 7. Today's cycle day 7. Today is my last day to take this, and I'll do a whole separate video on effects so far that I've had from this. So next thing that I always keep, or from now on will always keep, will be soy isoflavones. Okay, a cup. All of you know it is almost impossible to do midstream testing, like, midstream P-string testing. It's almost impossible. So you need a cup, and this cup was at the dollar store a couple of months ago. It's yellow, which is just even better, and it was like $1. And so this cup will never be mistaken for a drinking cup, ever. It will never even be anywhere near the kitchen, and it stays in a cabinet that is relatively kid-proof. So no one will ever accidentally drink out of this, but if that was to ever happen, each time I use it, I always rinse it out with a little squirt of soap. So next thing, a cup, a yellow cup. But it is. Okay. I have several OPK type options. First one are just general internet cheapy OPKs. I think these are, the Wanfo type brand. I always have some of these around, but I think I made a video about the other day of how I got a really good deal on some awesome OPKs. So anyway, and in here in the bottom of my bag, I'm not going to take it out, but it's just some positive ovulation strips that I saved from last month, because it is always a good point of reference to have if you have a true positive OPK from a previous month, to go back and refer to that when you're testing. You're like, is it positive? I'm not sure. This is my reference point. So I keep a few of those in here, and I have the positive ones from the digital. I need to just throw them away. I just can't. Also, in my trying to conceive kit, I have a pen. I always write on my little sticks, my little internet cheapy ones. I always put cycle day 12 a.m. or cycle day 12 p.m. Whatever it is, I always write it on my little stick, because after a long time you have tons of those little sticks, and it's impossible to keep them in order unless you tape them to like a piece of paper, and I don't want to do that. So usually after I pee on it and let it sit there for a while, over the month time they go, I just stick them in here. So this little cup gets full of sticks. I just dump them out on the counter every time I use the cup. But anyway, I guess I'll save this baggie and keep them in it. But I do have maybe, let's see, like 10 or 12 of these internet cheapies left. I also have this. I have about, I would say 8 or so from last cycle left of these. And as long as the battery in this still works, I can still use these. If not, if the battery does not work on these, I won't be able to use them. So I'm hoping it will. You know, I guess I could just like stick a stick in here and see if it comes on. But anyway, I have these. This will not be my primary source of testing this month, but I always keep not only internet cheapies, but some other kind of more expensive type brand of OPKs here, because these lines on these can be ridiculously confusing, and I want something that will tell me right away if I'm ovulating. I mean, there's only so many hours in the night, so if you're always worried about a line, you aren't doing it. So next, I got a really good deal on these. I got 2 boxes of these, so I have 14 of these little boogers of the ovulation test. So I'm going to try to see if the clear blues will work this month first, if the battery's not dead. If it is, then I'm going to go to these. These are pretty awesome. I did take these a couple of cycles when we were trying with Edison, and these were really good. So I really like the first response ovulation test. Even though it is still a line type thing, I feel like they're really extremely accurate, and I really like them. So I will begin my OPK overload madness probably with the internet cheapies, because with the soy, it's supposed to help you to ovulate, you know, more, like last month I ovulated on cycle day 25. So the soy is supposed to give you, like, you know, an earlier type ovulation for a more, you know, kind of structured cycle, opposed to just ovulating, you know, randomly. So hopefully I'll ovulate more on the like cycle day 12 type situation, you know, that sort of thing. Right now I'm on cycle day 7, so I probably won't start taking OPKs till cycle day 10. And I will start with the internet cheapies. Like I said, I'm going to try with these first. And if battery's dead on those, instead of buying a new kit, I will put these aside, use these up this month, and then buy a new kit and just use the extra sticks in the new kit for next month. So 3 different types of OPKs. I have 3 different types. You don't have to have 3 different types of OPKs. You can just have internet cheapies. But if you can find a great deal like I did, I would say go for the more expensive brand. Even though you pee on it, it's still easier to know, you know, good quality. Okay, not last, kind of next to the last thing. I always have some internet cheapy pregnancy tests, because let me tell you why. I am not one to spend money on pregnancy tests. I don't like to, especially if you're trying to conceive for a long period of time. You spend so much money on pregnancy tests, so much, and you're not pregnant. I refuse to be one of those people who takes a pregnancy test and stares at it till I see a line and there's really not one, and then, you know, get myself hopes up. No, I don't even start testing till at least after 10 DPO, which 12 DPO is, I usually start testing on 10 DPO. And that's going to be with the internet cheapie. If at any point in an internet cheapie that I get a line, like an actual line, not something that I think might be a line or something that could be a line, or if I get a line, I will then take a more expensive test, which are these. These are my favorite pregnancy tests. First response, early result pregnancy test. I have, let's see. Let's see how many I had. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5. 5 of these boogers. I feel like I'm missing some. No, that makes sense. I got 3 in this box, and then I got 1 with each, because my ovulation kits came with a free pregnancy test. So, okay, I still have 5 of these. Now, I will only test with this if I absolutely 100% think that I see a line, then I will test with this. I know it seems redundant and stupid, but there's 5 tests in here. That realistically could last me for 5 months or more. Now, if I ever was to actually become pregnant, I understand that I would have 5 tests in here, and I would take all of them. I would just take them all just to see the lines get darker. So these will not go to waste regardless whether I'm pregnant or not. These will not go to waste. So last thing on the list, this may sound silly and stupid, and I think I've mentioned this in a video before, but me and my husband swear that the reason why we got pregnant with Edison was because I did the whole butt up on the pillow thing, and I put a rag between my legs and kind of like cross my legs and then have my butt up in the air. So, yeah. A dish rag that you're not going to use for anything else. This happens to be a hand towel, but a hand towel, dish rag, whatever, like wash rag, whatever. Keep one of these by your bed. This is part of my trying to conceive must-have is a rag, because you know, as much as you try not to, a little comes out. And it's just not very awesome, and it's really gross and squishy, and so having this there when some does come out makes the situation a little bit more pleasant to sit there for 30 minutes that way. So, yeah. So always have a wash rag or dish towel or whatever you want to say next to your bed, and it gets washed with laundry after each use. But this is solely what this is for. This is all this has ever been used for. I bought it solely for this purpose. So anyway, this is what is in my trying to conceive kit, things that I keep at my house at all times when trying to conceive. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I hope everyone has a great weekend. I'm starving. We're going to go get some supper, so I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.